good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Today we are live from Somoto, Nicaragua. And today we are heading across Honduras. So we're going to do it in one day. It's two hours, like 191 kilometers. Actually, not 2 hours. Probably like
4 hours.
3 hours, 4 hours.
Of driving.
Plus, essentially, you got kind of 4 border crossings, closing the tips and stuff like that.
Right. Exit Nicaragua, enter Honduras, exit Honduras, enter El Salvador.
Yeah. And El Salvador is pretty easy. It was pretty seamless last time. So excited to do that.
Hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
That is quick.
Yeah. And but it is what it is. You
Yeah.
just got to roll with it.
Yeah.
And that's the only way you can do it. It's not a scary thing anymore for me. It's just a matter of you figure it out, and people always seem to point you in the right direction.
Always don't be afraid
to
to ask for help.
Yeah.
Be kind.
Yeah.
Be patient.
That's right.
And it all works out.
We'll get her done.
Yeah.
And then we're going to see how we feel and kind of pick our destination.
Right.
On
Choices are Santa Rosa de Lima, which is just outside or just past the border in El Salvador, or go a little farther into San Miguel, depending on how we're feeling and how long the borders took. So when we check in tomorrow, you'll know where we ended up.
Yeah. And I'm hoping Sylvie can see some active volcanoes, because
Yes.
heading into El Salvador, there will definitely be some.
That would be very cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so
over
we're
and
headed out. Bye.
Bye. So these birds in the background were just so active and noisy in the morning. And here is another one of my most favorite showers. This had to be about the best one yet, because there was water pouring all over the place. This is an example of the tree monuments that you see all over Guatemala. And I never get tired of seeing all these cowboys and the cattle that were doing cattle drives along the roads in just multiple areas.
Hi. We are in El Salvador finally. We did, this is our 4th kind of crossing. So out of Nicaragua this morning, into Honduras, then out of Honduras, and now we have stamped into El Salvador, which is awesome. I've always wanted to come here, my famous Bitcoin people. So thank you, Bukele, for that. And yeah, we're gonna go find a spot to have a beverage.
It is. How many degrees is it?
40
No,
something.
41.
41.
Actual degrees while you're driving down the highway. It is
Yeah.
Africa hot.
It's very hot.
Even the locals are sweating.
So I don't feel so bad.
Yeah. Just leaving the border crossing from El Salvador. And here we go.
Good morning from Santa Rosa de Lima in El Salvador. We are at the Hotel Mediterraneo Inn, and it was a very nice place. We got here and paid $65 US for the night. 2 beds. Great place, a little pool, which was nice to cool off, and yeah, it was good. They're still working on the hotel. The top floor they're still working on, so it's going to be a nice place when it's all finished. Today we are going to
Acauntla or something.
which is on the Pacific
Acauntla.
Ocean on the south side of El Salvador, which puts us in close proximity to the Guatemala border for tomorrow's crossing. So
Yeah.
no border crossings today, which is great. And yeah, we had a nice dinner last night, had some ribs, and that's about it. I think we slept
Yeah, that's good.
decent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good. As good as you can get at our age.
yeah.
Sleeping in different hotels with different sounds. Throughout El Salvador, there's numerous inactive volcanoes as well as active volcanoes. Unfortunately, Sylvie didn't get to see any active volcanoes. Well, this is me trying to enter into Guatemala from El Salvador with my bike. As you can see, my cases are on here, but in this shot, I had to remove my cases because it was absolutely impossible to squeeze by these trucks without taking my cases off. So right here, the end of actually my handlebars are bumping against the sides of these guys' truck. And they were actually nice enough to move their trucks as much as they could in the little amount of space that they had to actually let me by. So just another example of how people will help you to try and get through And this is the only way to get through this border crossing. Nobody else was getting through because there was a delay of, I don't know, like 4 days, 72 hours to 4 days for these truckers to actually just get across the border. And here's just an example of how many trucks there are. And if you look closely underneath these trucks, the guys are sleeping in hammocks. They just hang out underneath there in the shade, waiting for their turn. Well, good morning, everybody. We're coming live to you from Guatemala. And so before we started recording this, we were trying to say, where are we? So we decided we're about 20 minutes past the El Salvador border inside Guatemala.
Yeah.
And today we're heading to another city we're going to refer to as the Q.
The Q.
Quetzaltenango or something like
Yes,
that.
Something like that.
Something like that. I can't shape the words with my tongue because it's just too difficult.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's going to be about a 5-hour ride. And today I am really crossing my fingers that Sylvie gets to see an active volcano.
Right.
Might not be high on Sylvie's priority list, but for me, I think it's pretty special that she could see that. Again, it's another hot day out, and we stayed, as you can see in the background, very cool place.
Hotel La Esperanza. It was
Yeah.
very good, very
Yeah.
cost friendly.
Yeah,
I think it was
65 US,
yeah.
which is fantastic.
Yeah.
And well, judging from the outside, our first impression was, nah, I think we'll keep driving. But then we went into the complex, and it is like fantastic.
It's just on the highway, but
Yeah.
it's quite sheltered.
It's
There's
like a
trees
little-
everywhere. There's a
like a
mango tree
little-
right there.
little oasis in here.
Beautiful inside here. You would
Yeah.
never really know it was in here unless you checked it out on the map. And we
Yeah.
found it, and we thought, well, let's just take a look. And as you know, we said just drive by. And
Yeah.
this was a little gem.
Yeah, so fantastic.
Not
The
even
peop-
really near a town or anything.
No, and the people here are just
Very warm.
amazing. Very warm. Oh,
Yeah.
I
Breakfast was great.
yeah,
Yeah.
just love it. Just love it. Anyways, that's our little update for the day. And yesterday, we had 2 amazing border crossings,
Right.
and very fortunate to actually cross the border. And probably the only reason we got across was because we were on a motorcycle.
Right.
And I had to do a little bit of Jenga with the motorcycle, and I had to take the side bags off my
Just to
motorcycle to get
Between
past
the big trucks.
big trucks.
Those trucks have been sitting there to get into El Salvador for almost 4 days, I think the
4 days.
delay is right now,
And-
which is just insane.
And in the video, you'll see like all those trucks I'm driving by. We did that for a minimum of about 5 kilometers. It's unbelievable.
Very sad. They all had their hammocks though,
Hanging.
hanging on the underside of their
the-
trucks, and
yeah.
they're all just hanging out with their hammocks and having naps. And I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah,
So
just-
yes, we did lie yesterday inadvertently. We decided not to stay in El Salvador, and we did a little bit of an extra push
Yeah.
and got into Guatemala just because we figured
Yeah.
let's do a little bit of an extra day. It was actually not 40 degrees, it was 36 degrees, so that
Yeah.
was better.
Yeah, that's cool for us now.
Yeah.
And we're about 1,400 kilometers to Mexico
City.
City. So today we're probably going to do 250 to 300. So
Yep.
we're going to get close to that 1,000 mark pretty soon.
Right
Anyways, here's another update. Over and out. So today we rode pretty much the high mountain peaks, just the tops of all the mountains, and it was about 14 degrees, which was much colder than we were normally used to. So the buses that you're going to see coming up on the right here, that are their local transportation, and the guy coming off the back, we were just driving down the road at probably about 80 kilometers an hour, and we see a guy come out of the side of the bus while it's still moving and climb up on the roof. And he wanted to have all the bags ready for the person at the next bus stop so that they could be as efficient as possible. So these are some of the roads that we were driving down, extremely steep and extremely curvy. It reminded me a lot of the Devil's Backbone that we did with the guys on Tres Amigos. Well, we're just entering into this town, as you can see above, and I can't pronounce it. It was very, very old, busy, very kind of like traditional, old style, kind of Mexico. And Mama and I were both just thrilled to see all of the different sights and colors and action and just a lot going on. And the traffic in here is just absolutely crazy. These guys, I just barely missed hitting them. We stopped here for our favorite snack, chicharrones. It was amazing. What you got?
Chicharrones.
They're great.
They're so good. Very crispy.
Well, you say this is some of the best chicharrones you've ever had?
Delicious.
Yeah. This was some sort of traditional ceremony those people were doing, and we managed to finish out the day with a little bit of sunshine. And again, we're still at the top of the mountain, which was pretty incredible because we rode for probably 6-7 hours today. Feel good to be walking.
Well, yes and no. I don't like the fumes. All the cars, the exhaust is so thick here.
Yes.
And yeah, all day we've been following big trucks and
Smoke and all of that
my
stuff.
poor lungs.
So we finished off the day just absorbing some of the culture. We went down to Centro, which we like when we go into these small towns, just to see all of the historical buildings and churches and just some of there's usually a lot of culture here. You get right into the actual environment that these people live in. So it's quite nice to see. And coming up here's just a couple of the local buses. They look really awesome. They fix them up and they're quite nice to look at. Cheers.
Cheers.